So yeah. So I don't know. Let's go back to where we were. Welcome back to the platform, y'all. I just been laying down, getting up, laying down, getting up because my head been hurting. Um, I do need to get me something to eat. Okay. Um, but I figured let me just do this while I'm still hungry. I had to go back and think a little bit when Ilian Umar, I think I put her up on my page a while back, like a couple years ago, with the whole anti-Semite energy. But I noticed that somebody said it's rumored that they've been bringing like 80,000 or there was more of these people that came in. These, what was Marquita? Ethiopian. I think Marquita was Ethiopian. I think there might be writings of Solomon being Ethiopian. I don't know, but those names carry over the centuries, and new parts and new branches of Solomon are born, whatever. But there's always going to be that Solomon and Sheba narrative, and I don't. I see Sheba as Sekhmet. I see Sheba as the American lioness. I see Sheba as the PowerPoint, not always Solomon. I also see Solomon as like Islam and Christianity. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But there's always a relevant part of Sheba being targeted in some sense. That's that American lioness. Or I think one year when we was in the sunroom doing videos, we were doing a video on Sheba of America and how I think she was in the Midwest, and then they rattled up around her and she fled down to Florida. But I was telling you guys that I'm not going to be fleeing anywhere. It makes me wonder if centuries ago somebody would have stood their ground. Because I do think that this is highly, like, this could be one of Ezekiel's from the Bible with the wheel and everything like this. This is one of the Ezekiel areas that I'm living in right now. I think that's just my opinion. Somebody could even be a younger girl, a son of David type of energy. They could already have a child. You could have like a 15, 16-year old, a teenager that was taken from you, and that person can have a child, and there could be another big child acting like they're even bigger than her, come and giving an offer to this child, like behind somebody's back. Maybe this child can't see. Maybe this child can't see, or it's something about stunting the child's mind or something. Could be something that they did to me or you or somebody else when they were younger. The problem that these people going to have is that whatever this is, this little growth of this standing of this power that this empress is finding out that she's in, nobody about to be able to be standing over this empress. And that's the problem that they keep on making. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter what could be indebted to them. Because again, if the empress couldn't see anything that these people did or didn't do, and we're just picking up this information, the empress don't have no responsibility to uphold whatever this is. The only thing they could do is try to scare the empress that, oh, if you start talking about us, then we're not going to protect you from the darkness around you, and then you're going to get to see what the darkness really is, right? But it's like if your blood sucking me and keeping me stagnant and keeping me chained, and me being blindfolded or not speaking my piece or not picking up on or doing what I'm doing here is going to keep you feeling like you above me. We're going to have to end this shit right now. We're going to have to just see what you got then, because I'm not going to sit underneath nobody up around here. That's the thing. So it's like, well, hey, we were in the north and we were clearing out them white kids or whatever, the ones that the fathers sent forward or ahead to the north, Michigan and shit. But it's like for your own thing. You was about to plant your own thing there. You wasn't cleaning them out for I could, to pay them back for what they did to me by leaving me behind. You clearing them out so that you could be something. You see what I'm saying? And that's just, it's like you might as well feel like somebody about to be get deported right back out. We're not accepting no more people here. And the people that you brought in the past since COVID, you need to figure out what's about to go on with them. Maybe they can go on the reservation or something like this. Yeah, and that's a command because somebody is taking, it's some kind of advantage. It's a vantage point. that these people are having over powerful. Now, some of these people engage with them. They're in the same rooms. They eat dinner with them. They go out with them, whatever this is. But in my case, as the Empress, no, that's not that's not the case. It's when you see them, point them out. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. This could also represent people that's dealing with everything else or everybody else. They're not dealing with the Empress. They just like anchoring into the Empress to have that kind of support or to use the Empress's gifts and then do what they want to do with it. But this is a command here. Okay, that's something is about to stop. There's no offers being brought in to these children. We are not mixing with your children or something like this. It could be something as simple as that. If a Sheba would have told somebody back in the day, wait, if she would have found the paperwork and say, no, I'm the original king around here. You see what I'm saying? No, no, no. Look back here. Look at this. Look at this. Since ancient times, before you even had anything called a motherfucking Egypt. Go back. You see what I'm saying? Go back. Cause like it's almost like you find out these clues and somebody don't put your peg in the board. They don't put they not putting my points up on the board. Everybody could see, like at the basketball games, the football games. Everybody could see when that number thing change up there or what the points is. But somebody haven't been putting my pegs on the board. You get what I'm saying? They just basically putting the peg on the other people's side. So no matter if I'm damned if I do, damned if you don't, you know what I'm saying? You make a win, they're gonna put the win on the other side anyways. And that's when just get rid of the whole game then. Since you want to play games. Like get rid of so it'd be like me. This is not, I'm not asking. This is like an edict every time I open my mouth and you hear something like an order like that. That's a fucking order. I'm not asking you nothing. That's not me trying to figure out something, you know. But these people going to the board meetings and say, oh, let's do this with it or something like this. Just like with Beyonce and the little boy they trying to put Blue Ivy with, talking about she might be dating this boy. No, she not, because this will also make Jay Z and Beyonce guilty of what I said, and all these people having something to do with them mating me with this boy on purpose, so that all of them can walk away with something. This is a ring that they have together, and then you're trying to do the same thing again, but you're gonna try to uphold it in the public eye, um, using this energy or something like this. Of Blue Ivy dating another one of these same people from this same thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I know that little boy got something to do with these. The little boy got to be one of these Coleman boys. Yeah, see, and then you got there go the little. I call this little Jay Z. I call Vo little Jay Z because they both kind of lyricists. They got a different type of rap style. All right. Um, that's why I call him Baby Jay Z. This could be the younger version here, like a forever young energy here. Usually, people that's really good with words. I don't know unless you are the word. But in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. So the word could be a God energy, right? It's just what would they have to do to the word? If the word is the word, that'd be somebody that can defeat anybody with words. What would they have to do with this person? Try to dismantle this person, break down their lingo or their language, or change the language, or alter the 7-Eleven or 11-7 energy to change the lingo. So it ain't that it's not in me, it's just not being displayed. And maybe that's a good thing in some sense, that these people are trying to look at it as me doing tarot, that brought me down a couple notches, but in all actuality, you get what I'm saying? It kind of goes along with the game that they're playing. It's like playing stupid, but not. Because it is a skill or a quality. If you don't know what's going on for real, it's really a skill or something like this. But if you're a part of one of these rings or trafficking rings, then no matter how rich or poor, if you're a part of one of these things, then you're not really a seer. You're just recanting things that you're connected to, that you're involved with. You basically, you're not giving a testimony. You're actually giving your confession. These are your confessions. For me, it's not my confessions. To you being involved with this ring and now talking about it, or you're angry because they kicked you out and now you want to come and blab everything or something, those are your confessions. It's two different things. It's two different things here. It's my testimony that I'm picking up from source to talk about this because I don't have shit to do with these people. Or if they did have a dark side, I never witnessed it when they was around me. But you were participating with them, right? So we have a star could be falling here. Somebody could be prominent, or somebody could be actually their relationship or something is on display right now. Somebody's making wind, or you know, this ain't nobody that's like a celebrity that we done forgot about. Somebody is about to fall here. This could also be the fact that I've been a star in past lifetimes, right? But this time they decided to not let me be a star. Um, it could be something like that. Like they use my essence to be a star. They didn't use my whole form. Um, you know, splicing off of something else. Like it's more about the essence here to power something, like a Sasha Fierce or something like this to power something, an additive onto something or someone that makes them shine brighter. Again, so this could also represent that it's not that kind of star. This is like star power. It's like a powerhouse star. It's not a glimmering, sprinkling star. This could be why they keep trying to make me have a lesser, where it matters most to me is in this life. I don't know where they're using me somewhere else, right? And it's very important for them to make it my surroundings not grow, my surroundings not gleam, me not have money, me not have motion, me just sit here and be siphoned by these people and still be able to survive and bounce back, right? So it's a no. Yeah, this could be the star in this Hierophant that's in reverse here. It's like even if this was a fair thing or something, at this point people would have been like, that's not right, y'all. We about to kill this fucking girl. We can't keep siphoning from her and not give and not allow for growth or allow for something. We're gonna break the fucking superstar that we all need to rub on twice a year so that we can be powerful. They could have thought that they were going to bring in some, yeah, because somebody's supposed to have been a star this time. So, or this star could even be the child, maybe. Okay. Um, Maybe this person wants the child here. Because forever young males that are vampires, they're not gonna be, if they dated somebody their own age, the bitch would be like 100 or 1,000 years old. So it's kind of unfortunate because men or women, okay, that are forever youngers, they can take much advantage of the child. So this could also be a child that's supposed to be with me because they could be of greatness, but they're not active. But somebody could have slid this child into the industry. They're tired and they have to come in the down and dealing with someone. And I just told on them. So they're gonna try to slither one of mine up into the industry. It's like, no, 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 no. And they might even let this person already be practicing modeling or something like this, and they love it and they don't want to come. So now they done had a taste of it. We're already wrapped up into something, whatever this is. And so the child might not want to come down. They wanted to come down before, but they don't want to come down now. Something like that. The child may want, you know what I'm saying? But this will also be like the dad being with the child. And this will also give that same, I don't know. It will still give that same, because this dad is not supposed to be getting another turn. These people supposed to be beheaded. So, like wherever lineage is, it say you was connected to these people's lineage, this Jay-Z, your turn is next to be the big boss in the background or something. It's something like this. But this person trying to take it so they could attach themselves to that Taurus, that Coleman Taurus, right? So then they could, if they was matched up with this Taurus to be with me, then they're gonna match up with this Taurus to be with the other child. And it's like, nah, it's time to go. Okay. It's time to go. Somebody could also be trying to reincarnate me through a child, but this whoever the mother is, the mother or the mother figure, they just can't just not get attention. So it's like the mother, I wasn't good enough looking like me in my own unique beauty that God said this the most beautiful woman to me, my child. You know, I'm not rubbing it in nobody's face. If she, maybe even if the person, if I ate right or something, whatever this is, whatever, my body too. But it's something like the original way that I was created as a teen, right? This could also be somebody not changing me or not changing me or not being able to, right? Or not changing me when I was a younger person when I had that particular shape. So that could be washed away. When people see me, there's no transformation, there's no change, there's no tummy tuck, there's no if I was supposed to go through that time, no. Okay. They're gonna look at me like this, say that can't be the same person that used to look like that. They're not gonna be able to um they're gonna be able to try to make it seem like no, she's not one of us. To like getting somebody so lost away from the spaceship or away from the mega power. You get what I'm saying? So these people can control, like the other people can control somebody, but they already losing power. This is like people trying to stay in power, but God already took your spark. So you know that you should have been moved out the way. You just don't care about everything else crashing and burning because you still want to stay relevant. Yes, I told you this person, this could have been a remake and nobody's supposed to be celebrating with this child. Somebody could be supposed to be taken up to be a star. This could be a star bind. But whatever they're doing is it's offensive to an empress. Like these part of the industry, they are the doers. You're not the thinkers and the creators. Somebody's cheating or something like this. They're not. It's almost like a person is trying to get a person right wiped out, but the person is this person that cannot be wiped out. It's like finding out that you got a bomb on your ship and the damn clip is already taken off of it. I'm also thinking there's like something about somebody can't have children or something. Somebody tried to ruin your whole experience as a child. And then I was just watching this little show. It was a show called like it Caroline or whatever. And it was three little kids. The mom had to go to a, I guess they was, I don't know if they was homeless or not, but it looked kind of like it. And the mom was just trying to get everything together. She'd go to an interview. The person canceled on her. She had to leave him in the car. It was so hot. And it was like a little intense, like 10-minute little video or something like this. And I was thinking about how many times have, maybe I've been at a garage sale or something like this in the summertime, and I leave the windows down or leave the air on or something like this, and then go to the garage sale or something. Maybe one of the kids get out, maybe they don't get out. Sometimes they just stay in the car with their iPads or their DSs or something. Um, how many times have somebody could have been they're supposed to be watching out for other things, but all they can think about is how do we get these kids away from this woman to finish out whatever we do. So somebody could I heard this song, somebody told me. So somebody could say, um, even one time I think I came back from garage, they was like, oh, it was so hot. And mom was just taking one more time. We wanted to go back home and she was just like, one more sale, one more sale. And then, I was saying, what if somebody took some shit out of proportion? Because that's what happened in the thing. In that show, it wasn't, I don't think it was out of proportion it was borderline on a proportion, right? But why is somebody trying to go back today and go back and go back and look at time? These people is fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the lady had left them in there and it was too long. And she didn't come back out there and check. Even if it's a job interview, bitch, you could have came back out there. When they say, oh, we're going to call you in 3 minutes or something, you could have ran out there and checked on the kid. The movie was only 10 minutes long. You could have went out there and checked on the kid. I didn't even see her turn around and look at the car. You know what I'm saying? Every time when they was looking in there, she wasn't even looking out there. Right. So I do think that that was a little bit, far fetched. But then I guess the mom came back out in this movie or whatever. in this movie, it was getting hot in there, and they was getting, the girl was like, "Why ain't the car working or whatever?" She was like, "If it get really hot, turn the air on. Here, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Put this in there. You turn it like this. If it get hot, if it get too hot, but it was already fucking too hot, to be honest with you, in that particular movie. Okay, and finally a lady comes and she's like, "Oh," and a man coming like, "Oh my goodness, I'm calling the police. It's these kids in there. It's hot." And then other people start gathering around, and then a lady gets her way into the car, right? And then she's like, "Hold on." She was like, "You guys are gonna feel a lot more better. Where's the key?" And the girl was like, "Oh, right here," or whatever. And she's like, "Well, let me turn the key on." I thought the lady was just gonna be like, good thing, whatever. I knew the black guy that knocked on the window. I knew he was already calling the police. Okay. Um, but the lady got in and she turned on the car and she was letting the stuff blow and everything. Like, "Ooh, this feel better. Where's your mom?" She was like, "She's right there in that window right there." She just went in there, whatever, like this. And then the lady was talking to them, trying to keep them calm. I knew the police was coming, everything like this in this movie. Okay. They want me to talk about the movie because they want to get my voice recorded saying something like this so that they can try to put me in a memory or something about leaving my kids in the car. Just so you know. Okay. Um, and they know I'm not gonna not do the challenge because I just want these people fired. I just want these games over. Like, because this ain't even a real thing. You might well think that this is a new It. It's not even It the Clown. Like, It the Clown is on something else. They already got a government sector. They already in the government sector. They came from the bottom of the sewers and they in the government sector. This is something new. It's something new. It's some new type of domestic abuse terrorism. I don't know. And it is about people that have a certain lifestyle and they're not making that much in that lifestyle. They're the common denominator here. And so how they gonna get it? How they gonna keep up with them lifestyles? By tormenting us. So this don't even have nothing to do with the government. It's a middleman somewhere in the middle of the government. And a lot of these people are foreign elements and they're growing stronger. So, right? So the lady comes back, and I was kind of getting irritated with the lady because everybody was fine, and she's sitting like, "Oh, everybody, oh, your baby," and it's a big crowd going. I'm like, "Bitch, just get in the car and go off, like leave." And then she couldn't find the keys. She was like, "Oh my God, where's the keys?" And she looked out there and she noticed that the lady that was sitting in the car talking to her kids got the keys. So she went and was like, "Give me my damn keys," or whatever. And then somebody came and parked in front of her. "Oh, you realize?" And so the angry mob got really angry. And then the mom got out the car to get the keys from there. And then they kind of grabbed her up or whatever. And they were like all up on her. And I think the little girl jumped out the car and bit the lady or something that was jumping on her, so her mom could get the keys and get back in the car. And then the movie just kind of went off, like with the mom holding the little girl. They had been waiting for her tooth to fall out, and her tooth finally fell out. You know, um, Something like this here. Okay. But this could also be other narratives too. Like somebody leaving somebody in the hot seat of witches trying to condemn someone or torment a person or whatever this is or defeat a person. Somebody leaving somebody under some kind of scrutiny that don't have nothing to do with them, like a pagan court. It could get crazy because if somebody is of God, they don't know nothing about witchcraft, and these people could possibly hurt a person if these are aliens or something like this, right? And now things are not like, it's like, say that everything was like, okay, for the Empress growing up or the World Card Energy, everybody got, we hate the bitch, but it's a structure that we had going on for a long time. One of ours do something to this person, we got to fix it, or whatever this is. At the most top notch, whatever this is, she could never know that something was going on. Okay, now the person know. Now people backing out. No, we ain't gonna do like this. So say all these things God put in place on earth for me or children like me, right? Okay. And now there's another sector or whatever. These other people that got their hands on it. Now let's just label some team blue. They the ones that really know how to work this mechanisms for God. Just like in the North Pole, the elves know how to work things, right? For Santa. So it's different groups like this. And now they're all refusing to do what they're doing. But the only reason why you have this type of tools is to help these particular children, right? But you want to use it so you can abuse these children. And that's not going to happen. You just remove the whole highway or the whole sector, right? Or the Empress in the upright know how to choose people properly that should go in those positions. It shouldn't just be these people because of whatever. Because obviously some of these people did not do their fucking job in the first place. So now you're trying to separate you've created children with the Empress. So now you're leaving the Empress out, and then you the half-breed children that you created, you're using this to take care of them because they have your DNA. And this could switch around and just delete all the motherfucking kids that you created, or the ones that I choose that you stole with my DNA to create. If you don't want, if you're not gonna do this, you understand? It's something like this. I hate that when y'all, I actually like it when I go all around about like that, because it's a little bit eye opening, and it's another way of looking at it. Because whether we like it or not, humanity has been shifted or changed, or the collapse has already happened. We're already climbing back up that hill or whatever this is what it seems like to me. Yeah. So somebody could have did they could have killed the son and the daughter, or the son is in reverse, or um again, some of these entities are attached to the mothers, see, and the mothers get jealous and then they do something to the daughter. And then, see, so it could be the first day if I posted something about the blue ivy energy. The watchers don't get to watch no more because you didn't say, hey, Shalonda, we know that this you made up some name, Katie Kaboom or some shit like this to try to talk the story in. You did not specify. You got a clear view so you could clearly specify something, not to wrap it up in manipulation or something like this. Okay. So somebody could be manipulated. This could be a god or a lord that feel foolish because they just got tricked to leave who they really cared about behind. And this woman is going to still be able to navigate through the people that she only kept people that she can use to do deceitful things behind this man's back. The motherfucker was better off being with the Empress that didn't know how to do none of that. But it just do the Empress right, or let the Empress conduct her own stuff so she can make sure she's taken care of with or without this man. Because that's what the whole initial thing was about in the first place. And all this could just be stopped, that people would just stop trying to overpower something or somebody that they're not supposed to. So there could be a situation here, a lover situation here, 10 of Pentacles. Maybe the mother is dead. That weird Beyonce energy. Somebody could have been trying to usher in a new, number one, whatever artist energy here. And it's like, these people ain't coming down here telling me the truth. So how you gonna be mad if I say this? How you gonna not be mad if I didn't say that? I gotta do this all on my own, man. This could also be why my damn head be hurting so much. Okay. This could be two people from America. This could be also somebody that they try to say is from a different place. They could be like saying that this person is from Africa or Canada or Memphis or something, but the person is actually, or, Egypt or something like this, but the person could actually be, I don't know, something here. But we also got this Rosemont energy. So I don't know, like I said, in this loving person or something, I don't know what this is. Because she look, see how she got the red bruises on her face and on her eyes? I'm going to kind of look dead a little bit. I don't really like that. It's like somebody's going to steal my essence and live the big, best life underworld or something. I don't know. I'm not picking up Hades energy. I'm picking up something else. I don't know. Even like, look, this looks like this is his arms. It's like a metal thing or like a crest. She's like stuck in there. And even like his fingers is in her back. Like, I don't know. I don't like that card. It made my stomach hurt when I just looked at it. Yeah. Because somebody's not like everybody else. Their relationship or something is not supposed to be displayed like everybody else or something like this. Like somebody tried to write somebody off like a random. They tried to write America off as like a random and allow other people to like use her brain as like a free-for-all or something. I'm not sure. 10 of Wands, yeah, because actually this person is the queen. So if somebody goes back, this could also be because, yeah. Okay, so, okay, we got it out here again, okay. Because, again, we got this queen out here again and almost in the same place where somebody's misjudging. They could be saying this could be like the skull and crossbones. Could be like this Rosemont energy. It could be like Bohemian Grove. Somebody is claiming wherever they formed. I'm getting rap seed in the basement. So whatever they're trying to say as if but that's some dead that these people been holding on to. That could be the dead part of the Holy Spirit that they didn't get rid of, right? So it's like the queen, but it's not the queen, right? I don't know. Because then you got this big old rose right here too on this tail. I don't know. And then I don't know, this I bet you this is some kind of old symbol, but this always make me think about like some kind of looking inside of a microscope thing. So even her neck kind of looked like a snake, but it's like, no, I just got all this in here or something like this. Or maybe there was something inside of somebody's stomach here. But this is not the royal. This was, and they like, oh, 20 years ago they kidnapped you. Say somebody did get kidnapped in Rosemont at a hotel or something, just like Kanika, but it didn't make it to the news or whatever. It has something to do with that particular Kanika ritual. But what the judgment was, that's not the queen, right? These could be people that went into the underworld earlier on, or a version of me that went into the city or something that they stole or something. But that is kind of true, but it's not true. You see what I'm saying? Because they're like, look, this could be somebody that's saying, I was pregnant, I'm the queen version or something. Look, I had a baby in me when that happened. Yeah, this is a story need justice, but the fact that this is the queen and this is the heir to the throne, it's not true. This could be this Kanika energy, and then what's his name? Soft spoken. I call him soft spoken. Okay, he could be a offspring of this whole as above, so below, in between Shalonda, Derek, Drake, something, or we'll just say Aubrey for whatever purposes. Um, so now somebody could be mad and want to end my life, or but they trying to get mad at me. But there's already professional people that there's already a sector of something, and I'm not even going to say nothing other than more than that. There's a sector of entities or individuals that's here already going through the whole thing anyway. So whatever these manipulation that these people are trying to do, I don't know if the enemies are or the people that want to keep this power, they're going through and mixing up memories and manipulating them to look another way. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like you ran into the gas station to go get gas, but you was getting snacks and stuff like this, and you left the car on in the wintertime with the heat full blast, and all the kids were fine and they were old enough to sit in the car by themselves. And then you was in there a little bit longer because it took you a long time to put all these gifts, all the snacks that y'all going to eat while you go home and watch a movie, and somebody just blew some shit out of proportion. Like the heat wasn't on though, or what if this, or somebody's just trying to go back and paint somebody as a bad mother and just know it wasn't the truth here. All right. Or somebody could be showing somebody as a bad mother, some women as bad mothers right now. So so they could put the kids on a certain person. The person could be the holder of the kids, like a Miss Hannigan or something. Okay. If you don't want to be a mammy, okay, you want to get paid and you want to do something with or protect the children, but the point is somebody's supposed to be a queen and an emperor and an empress. So I'm pretty sure I could get to know somebody, vet them really well, and put them as a Miss Hannigan. See, this is what somebody is trying to do here, I think. Or like you don't know how to see in these dimensions, so how you think you're blind to that. This is like a news thing. The ritual with a girl hit the girl with that wand. It's almost like somebody's trying to tell me that my child was taken to another state without my permission, as a offspring family unit, and that's what happened to my child, or that somebody's claiming that a child that hurt somebody with supernatural gifts is my child, and I don't think my children have supernatural gifts. If they did, they probably got separated with this man and taken into the supernatural people, and I got left behind because either I don't have them, I'm not able to use mine, or I don't have those things. And that's why this construct was set up to protect this Empress world card energy. So it's like somebody's like apologize or something like this. They could be trying to say I'm a skin jumper or something, and that's not true. And somebody else did something, they want me to apologize for it or something. These are people that can't find something on a person and they're trying to make us something up. Okay, that's just it. We got Islam in the reverse, or whoever this person is that think they could be stingy and not give somebody something. Okay. So somebody could be Islam and they could be, yeah, you could be in a relationship or false or forced or arranged. Because arranged, you think arranged mean my daughter's going to marry your son, put them together in this house, go. But arranged could also be some kind of arrangements that was made before, behind everybody's back for a family to latch on to an individual that is very abundant and then share all the wealth amongst their family and never give not one piece of the abundance to the actual person. So this person is in reverse for whatever they was doing. This is like also a holy one with a warlock. We see the love stories on Disney and stuff like this when it happens. But if ever it was going to be, if a large family put this shit together, that's treasonous because you all seen this person. You all have this gift. What if I was a child that was born without whatever said gifts that everybody in my family have? What if I was? I'm just the key to the ending. So you use me to open up everything, and then you take all these other people that did me wrong or stole from me in there. It's like this could be something where I don't have that. Um, you don't really need this extra stuff to help take care of your life and make sure you're okay. I do, but you want to be in control of it and you want to use it for you and you want to not use it for me. It's something weird like this. But this could be somebody that they knew. It's like, no, when the wolves get with this, they're usually able to take advantage of them. You could get with a wolf and lose your whole self. Meaning, if it's an alpha take a girl, he could become her and him. And the person just steamroll the whole relationship. The girl is not going to have no choices. That we're just saying something here, but I'm just trying to give you like a dynamic here. You basically just fed your child to a wolf. Even if they got wolf blood is not activated, you just fed your child to a wolf, because there's a power struggle here. Because if the feminine energy is the alpha and omega in the Christ in the beginning and the ending, that's a problem with any other group that might call, like, we'll just use wolves because they talk about alphas with wolves. That's the king of kings. That means that's the alpha energy with the wolves. That's the alpha energy. That's the king of the jungle. That's the everything, right? So somebody could be, and that's already beef, because it's gonna fuck with the ego of a man. I'm an athlete. I'm this. Look at me. I'm a big strong. Even when I told y'all about Goliath and the strong men of the Bible, those could have been women too. They write it as somebody with a big old man that's bigger than everybody else with all these muscles busting out. It could just be somebody that has a powerful or carry heavy weight, if they're allowed to be themselves fully, right? Everybody's trying to take this person down and they can't. Somebody can be very gifted with the law, and you try to sue this person. They say no, in article da, 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 it says you can't fuck with me, you know. And the person just I just gotta figure out how to be there when you pull out your car in the middle of the night, and get hit by it, and then say and go say, okay, I'm putting a lawsuit on you now, but wait a minute, because I was backing up, my lights was on, such and such, you came by, you actually basically is showing in the thing that you ran into the car on purpose. It's somebody's trying to defeat a person on something and they just like every time this can't. It's like, how you doing this? You're not even smart. You didn't even go to school with this. We canceled you. We didn't even take you back to the Native Americans and let them take you through a vision quest. We didn't even do. How do you keep on? That don't even make no sense. You can't talk like that in here. You got to wear a suit. You got to look like this when you do these videos or something. You don't even look professional. How are you getting yourself out of these things? Well, damn, I would hate to see this person be able to get the right preparations, and then maybe they could really help real people. I mean, I don't know. So you got the Nine of Cups here, or maybe there's a such thing as God, and maybe this is that person, and maybe this is how we know that. I don't know. Okay, so you got the Three of Swords here in reverse, where somebody is love someone or something like this. Before this ever happened, this haunting of my family, I never thought that I was not going to be continuing to be with my person that I'm with. This little thing that happened, it's like, I can't. It's like massa on whatever. Like even if this person was like an angel now or something like this or whatever, or he was like something else. I mean, he would have to show his ass. Like he had to jump down here with the fucking angel wings, and then I say, okay, I guess I could believe you now that this is what the disturbance was. You know what I'm saying? It had to be something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I had to be going out to my car to get my cigarettes out of my car because I forgot them in there in the middle of the night. It's something big, like if this was Beauty and the Beast, that motherfucker had to show up with the Beast costume on. And say, "See, this is what I was trying to tell you," or something. Then, then I better say, "Okay, all right, maybe I believe the whole thing now." You know what I'm saying? Why this had to go this way? It had to be something like this. I'm not playing with you. Okay, it's not that funny, but it was. So we got that in reverse. We got the two of coins. There ain't no going back and forth about it. Again, we got some kind of real love. There could be two masculines, also old masculines. That's like, okay, which one is gonna be with the person? Let's show. We about to cut this person in half, or we about to do this. That could be also what this was here. That somebody started cutting somebody, about to cut somebody in half, and somebody said, "Oh no," to try to see who was going to cry. Oh, that's what I was saying. Last night when I fell asleep, I realized that. Okay, this is the perfect story. Okay, when Solomon about to cut the baby in half, and then they said we're gonna see which one shrieks or cries or just say forget about it or something like this. That's gonna be the one that really loved the child, and then we're gonna know who the real mother is. Okay, all right. Now, what if the real mother is actually the Almighty, or close to the Almighty, or they really is who they say, but they've been depleted of their gifts or their abilities or their mental capacity even, and they don't even know that they're being tested, and they're doing anything because if you sit there and try to snatch a woman's baby out her hand in real life in real time, she gonna fight in tooth and nail to get that damn baby back. She gonna try to grab your leg, bite you, scratch you. She gonna do anything before you get out of distance with her child. So in that case, what should somebody say? Oh, you should just let the man, you never know. He had that gun. You should have you don't care about that baby because he had that gun. You should just let him run off and then wait for the police to come. That's what the fuck you saying. I'm trying to tell you. But if somebody's mama is right there and that's going on, they're not doing that. More than likely. So somebody could be putting somebody through a spin of things where it's like, you're just reckless. You don't have no, but you're not being, it's not like, okay, guys, this is here we are at the starting line, whatever y'all say in sports, at the starting line up. That's what it sounds like it say on the intercom. Okay. And then, you know, everybody, each player got the baton. You ready, set, go. You got your, like this, and you got you're standing in your form and everything. And then boom, they shoot the little gun. Everybody go. You ain't a part of that. These people over here doing some shit on a professional level, and they just hoping that you pick up like a little squeak that something is under investigation. You better say something or you're gonna lose everything. It's like your mic is off, your headphones is off, your brain is off, everything is off during this trial. And this person is just gathering up all information. So somebody's doing something very unbalanced. Okay, we'll just put it like this. Okay, Ace of Cups, true love. Five of Wands, Hierophant. These people could have went after a Hierophant. How does Hierophant get in reverse? Because maybe they really love somebody. And the Hierophant got in reverse because maybe this person was still attached to this Ace of Cups. This is like double love. As above, so below. They could have beat this person or try to put a Hierophant in jail and have this person penetrated or beaten. And this is true about whoever this is. Somebody knows the truth about something. They could be trying to protect the person because they know what they're plotting. They plotting a confederacy against a person here. They have somebody laid out for the Ace of Cups, and these people will just be able to take it like the dark crystal and hang it up in the dungeon somewhere, and everybody could just use it, and they don't have to hear your mouth no more, and they don't have to, because all the other stuff ain't working that well. Yeah, this could be about money or balancing something out. Hold on, y'all. Oh my goodness. Because these could be people that realize, oh, these people want to get me and trap me under the ground somewhere. I better get the hell up out of here. Maybe this is what, at that point, maybe this is why some people don't like to come back home for the holidays, or maybe they feel like it's just for the holidays. Nobody gonna detect my energy or something, but I don't know. Maybe this is why they was making clones too. Anyways, hold on, y'all.